I've basically nearly died twice.
Twice?
Yeah, on paper. Once with my brain haemorrhage. They removed 15% of my brain.
Just like that?
Yeah, cut all. And they said I'd never be able to walk, talk, use a knife and fork. I'd never be able to, without being retrained. Since then, I've done the London Marathon. And yeah, because I'm determined. 3 years ago, and they said, right, he needs a liver transplant. His liver's failed. So they put me on the super urgent transplant list. And yeah, here I am. I'm back having an ice cream in Stanley Park.
Wow. Well, thanks so much for coming on, Mark.
It's fine.
I've really wanted to have that chat with you, because I've seen a bit of content that Headway have done with yourself.
Yeah.
And your story is quite fascinating.
Yeah, everybody says that. I don't feel like it, but I've basically nearly died twice.
Twice?
Yeah, on paper. Once with my brain haemorrhage. When I blacked out, I fell and bumped my head. I went into the Vic on a Friday night and they said I'd been drinking too much, which I hadn't, because my wife said I've never been able to drink till I'm silly. If you know, I'm always ill. And they weren't convinced. And eventually she convinced them to do a head scan. They did a head scan, and head scans automatically go to Preston Royal. Preston Royal phoned up and said, get him here as quick as you can, blues and twos, all the way to Preston.
Wow.
Because I'd had a bleed in my brain.
So what happened from that point then? They sent it over to Preston.
I went to Preston Royal. They removed 15% of my brain.
Just like that?
Yeah, cut all. Like you can probably see it now. I'm getting older, but you can see the scar from ear to ear. And they said I'd never be able to walk, talk, use a knife and fork. I'd never be able to, without being retrained. So because I'm a very determined person, I was determined to walk to the end of the road. I was determined to make my own cup of tea. I was determined to walk and talk. And since then, I've done the London Marathon. And yeah, because I'm determined.
That is amazing.
Which is great for me and my family. But when you come to want something, it's hard trying to claim PIP, because PIP is just a tick. But like, I got dismissed from my job about 8 months ago because of a memory issue. Because they took 15% of my brain away, it can come back to affect you later on in life. Nobody's told me.
I didn't know that.
Because I'd recovered. The doctor said to help with my claim, phone Preston Royal, get a head scan and compare the head scan now to how it was 23 years ago.
Is this when it happened 23 years ago?
Yeah. So they referred me to Preston Royal and I got the letter a few weeks ago. June the 18th, 2028, you've got an appointment. 2028.
28?
And this is a...
That didn't register
I know it didn't.
That didn't register at all. 28?
28. I know it's not an emergency, but...
But it is for you.
It is in my... Because I want to meditate. I've worked all my life. I've never claimed a penny, dole or whatever these things, universal credit. Wouldn't even know how or where to go there. But because it's a tick form, can you get to the end of the road? Yes. Can you make your own cup of tea? Yes. It's not an interview with somebody.
Wow. That's horrendous.
The other ESA, a doctor actually phoned me up, and within 10 minutes she said, yeah, you can claim, you've definitely, you've been in hospital, you've had a brain haemorrhage, you've had a liver transplant.
You had a liver transplant
I've had a liver transplant as well. That's another story. And because she was a doctor, she understood the nature of my illness. And also with my job, if I'd have told them I was disabled, they'd have put things in place to stop me forgetting.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have been dismissed from my job. I didn't think I was disabled.
Well, no, because quite rightly, you've gone on to live a life, and like you say, it's affected you later on, hasn't it?
Yeah, that was challenging.
Yeah, I bet it is. Do you know, funny enough, I was just having a conversation with someone last week who'd had a triple heart bypass.
Yeah.
And very, very similar story is he's managed to go back to work,
Yeah.
but the things that he could do before he no longer could do. And because he can walk to the end of the road and because he could physically work and wanted to,
Yeah.
you know, he went back.
Yeah.
But he got dismissed, weirdly, and he's not entitled to anything. And it's just wrong.
Yeah, it is when everybody knows there's thousands of people claiming when they shouldn't be claiming. I get where they've tried to tighten up on it, but they haven't tightened up on it in the right way.
100%.
Because those type of people know what to tick, they've got to lie, because to claim PIP, you've got to score 12 points. And I've scored 0. Even though I've had a brain hemorrhage, I've had a liver transplant.
Yeah, so the scoring system just doesn't work, does it? It just doesn't work
not,
at all.
Not on a tick form sort of thing. Luckily, Sam from Headway has got in touch with a solicitor, and this solicitor's absolutely fuming. She can't believe that I can't claim it. So because it's a complicated issue, she's researching it, but because she's doing it for free, she's doing it in a spare time or her own time, so we can't really get on the phone to her and say, look, I'm short of money, I'm whatever.
Exactly, yeah.
Can we speed it up a bit?
How old was you when you had your brain hemorrhage then?
33, 34.
Right.
Yeah, they did lots of tests and they didn't realise why I blacked out. I thought it was fainting, and a lot of people thought it was fainting, but I actually keeled over, blacked out, bumped my head.
Wow.
And they realised I needed a pacemaker to keep my heart going. I had a low heart rate, but because I had vasovagal syncope.
I bet you couldn't say that 3 times fast, could you?
That was causing my heart to stop, which caused me to black out.
Right.
So that's why I needed a pacemaker, but it took them a long time.
What was the recovery process like off the back of that then? I bet it took a long time to recover after the brain surgery.
No, because I was fit and healthy, and I was self-employed, so I wasn't getting any income or sick pay or whatever. So I was determined to get fit and well and back to work.
Where does that determination come from?
It's inbuilt, I think. Yeah, some people have got it, some people haven't. If you're self-employed, you've got to work whatever the weather, however you're feeling. You've got to go to work to keep the money coming in.
What did you do for when you were self-employed then? What line of work was it?
Window cleaning.
Okay.
Yeah, originally I used to have a video shop, and then multiplex cinemas came in and
Netflix.
Sky Blockbusters. We used to pay like £150 per video to rent it out.
Did you? Wow.
And then you get...
That's a lot of rentals, isn't it?
Especially when you get some friendly people that don't return them.
Yeah.
Which was challenging.
So Mark, we've obviously touched base on your brain hemorrhage.
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about what's happened to your liver then. What happened there?
My liver, 3 years ago, coming up to December, my urine started going yellow. So I thought, you need to drink more water. But I've always drunk a lot of water because I know how good water is for you. Yeah. And then come Christmas Day, we went to my mum and dad's at Clitheroe and I ate half my Christmas dinner. And my wife said, you're not right. You know, there's something wrong. I said, yeah, I know. I said, to be honest, I don't feel that energetic either. And my stomach started getting a little bit bigger, feeling bloated. So I said, we're coming back to Blackpool. I said, why don't we go to the Vic? It's Christmas Day. It should be quiet. We'll see what's going on. Anyway, there was 16 ambulances queued up outside. It was that year when the NHS couldn't cope with the amount of people.
Wow.
We went into A&E, explained the situation, checked myself in, and somebody came over to take some blood. They took some bloods while I was in the waiting room because trying to speed things up. And I had a hoodie on at the time, and he just pushed my sleeve up and started taking my blood. I'm thinking, surely my sleeve is going to restrict the blood coming down my arm. Anyway, he took the blood, and then I started getting all hot and feeling not right. So I said to the person sat next to me, do you mind just going to get a nurse? And then next minute, I'm led out in the waiting room with about 4 or 5 nurses saying, are you all right, Mark? Are you all right? I said, yeah, I don't know, I just blacked out, basically. That got me straight into the ward in front of everybody else because, you know, they need to do my obs and check everything. Couldn't seem to find anything, but after a few days, my stomach was bloating even more. It was getting like hard, and they did some scans and they sent them to Leeds, who specialise in liver transplants. And they said, right, he needs a liver transplant, his liver's failed. And they said, do you take drugs? No. Do you drink a lot of alcohol? No. Do you smoke? Never have done. Do you, have you been on holiday abroad recently to catch something? No. So they couldn't understand why my liver had failed, but it had. And your body can't carry on without your liver.
No.
I didn't realise that. So they put me on the super urgent transplant list, which means if a liver becomes available anywhere in the country, they drive it to Leeds or they fly it to, it's mine. And they said on average, it's 0 to 3 days for a liver to become available.
That quick?
Yeah, but you can't really have an average because you're waiting for somebody to die. But in the whole of the UK, obviously a lot of people die each day. Anyway, mine got to the 6th day and there's still no liver. And one became available on the 6th day. And they flew it up to Leeds, did the liver transplant. Everything went well with the operation and they did it quicker than what they should have done it.
Oh, right.
So everything was good. The liver didn't quite do what it should do at first, but they treat it with medication. And yeah, here I am. I'm back having an ice cream in Stanley Park.
Wow. How's that changed your outlook in life? Both the incidences?
Not me personally, because everyone calls me a cat with 9 lives, especially the family, because it puts them through the mill more than me.
I was going to ask that because a lot of the time, like when these things happen, you automatically think, oh, it's happened to that person, that must have been dramatic. But in actual fact, it's a lot of the time the family members around people that are affected the most because they can visibly see what's going on.
Yeah, it's like they found out a liver had become available, so they went to St George's School in Blackpool where my youngest son goes and put an announcement out for him. He had to come out of school, and he came out of school and apparently he saw the family there and just burst into tears because he thought...
Oh, bless, that must have been hard.
He thought something bad had happened, but it wasn't. It was because there was a liver available.
Wow.
So it's more the family who suffer.
What do you reckon the key is to being positive like that?
I don't think you can learn it or achieve it. I think you've got to be born with it. I think myself, I don't know. It's like the people that have done things, if it's in you, it's in you.
I do agree with that. It's such a small percentage of people that break through that mould. It can be done. You see it, but it is a small. You've got to be
with
so
certain
determined.
things. It's got to be built. It's like giving up smoking or gambling or whatever you want. You've got to have the determination. Yeah, you can get things that help you, but if you're not determined to do it, you won't do it.
Do you know when obviously you was in the position of probably both situations and your life was on the line? Was you sat there with any regrets at all that you wish you'd accomplished or done?
No, because I'm that type of person that if I think I won't mind doing that, I go and do it.
I'm very similar.
Yeah, like my dad always used to have a boat, a small speed boat, and go water skiing. I took over the boat, and me and my best mate, we've had a boat since we're nearly 60 now, and we still go water skiing.
Oh dear.
Yeah, down Windermere where you've got to be careful now because of the speed limit. But we go in Skippool Creek at Blackpool.
Do I get a free little water ski trip then if I want one?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. After the liver transplant, I was determined to do a Blackpool Park run again. But because I've been in bed for 2 months, it's amazing how your muscles depreciate. I struggled walking. They had to make sure I had a toilet downstairs at home before I was allowed home. They did a little bit of physio. So you have to build your muscles back up. Anyway, we did the Blackpool Park run and managed to raise £1,834 for Leeds Transplant Hospital.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Like you say, give back to people that have helped you.
So is there anything in life now, like what you've gone through, that you still want to accomplish or still on that bucket list?
To be honest, again, with getting older and the things that have happened to me as well, my best mate is the same age. We have these chats and say, there's no point in saving money for a rainy day or for when you're older, because when you're older, you're not physically capable of enjoying the boat or water skiing. You're not capable of doing it. We're determined now to have life for us, enjoy life more for ourselves before it's too late.
Oh, I love that. What's number one you'd love to do then?
I haven't really got anything top of the list. I just relax more, enjoy life more, water ski more, go to more concerts. I go to a lot of concerts as it is, but maybe go to some abroad. I've never been to a concert abroad.
Yeah, so it's more like, it sounds to me more like, rather than these big experiences, it's more about just enjoying the things in life that you enjoy doing.
That I enjoy it anyway, yeah. Like, my music is what I love. And I was so determined to go to Lytham Proms that I couldn't really afford the tickets because they have got dearer and dearer as things have gone on. So I thought, you know what? Why don't I work behind a bar and get somebody to pay me to enjoy the music? And that's what I've done the last 3 years.
Have you?
Yeah. I went to Oasis in Manchester, worked 4 nights and got to see Oasis, who I saw in the 80s, who were absolutely brilliant, make the reunion tour.
Wow.
I couldn't get tickets. I didn't really want to pay a fortune for it. So I got paid to enjoy it.
I've got one last question. It's a bit of a tradition on the bike.
Okay.
We like to finish off the rides by asking you one piece of wisdom that you would like to pass on to a younger generation. What is your piece of wisdom?
A piece of wisdom will be, if you're determined to do something, do it. Just strive to do it. Keep trying, keep pushing, keep asking, and you will get to do it.